What is more important to become successful? Whether it's a content or connecting with your audience, or confidence or communication. So let me repeat it. I was this content, the subject you want to talk about, is that important, or the most important things, or the connection? So making a connection with your audience, is that what is most important? Or confidence, how you deliver the message, is that what is most important? Or communication, what is most important? And I was dealing with these 4 C's today. What is more important? And I asked my friends what do they think about it. So everybody had a different opinion about it. And the thing actually just basically coming over and over and over in my mind, the Warren Buffett, the guy who has made his fortune in stock market. I think most people have heard about him. He's probably in his early 90s. And he said the communication is very important to become successful. And then a friend of mine said that how are you going to communicate with somebody if you don't have content? What are you going to communicate about if you don't have a content, and if you don't have a confidence to deliver the subject, the content to your audience? Then how are you going to make a connection with anybody? So I thought it was so interesting. So what do you think, what is more important? The content is more important, or the connection is more important, or the confidence is more important, or communication is more important? Now let me give you my take on it. I think the communication is most important. If you don't know how to communicate with people, then you are in trouble. You can have lots of content, lot of subjects to talk about, but if you don't have a communication skills, how to deliver the message to your audience, then you're in trouble. But with that, connection is also very important. How clear you are when you're delivering the message to your audience. So that's also very important. Excuse me. And then confidence to deliver this message. So I think the first one should be communication skills. And I truly believe it is the communication skill. The reason being that no matter what area you are in your profession, you have to have a skill to communicate. To become successful in any endeavor in life, you have to know how to communicate your message, how to communicate with people. Sometimes I've seen people on the street, homeless people, they don't have any content, they don't even think about, but they attract people because they are just saying things, which don't even make sense. Just jabbering on the street, but they're loud, or their body language, or the way they look at people, whatever, they don't have any content. But they are communicating with people, even as this humbo jumbo, whatever they are saying, it doesn't matter, but it attracts people. And then people don't see much in their whatever they are talking about, and then they walk away. But at least they attract people. So whether the content is more important, or the communication is more important, or the confidence is more important, or connecting with Your audience is more important. I believe the communication is number one. Then how you connect with people, that's also very, very important. Then you must have something to talk about, a subject. That's your content. And then you also have to have a confidence how you deliver the message. So I believe all these 4 C's are important. They all hold the value for somebody to become successful. So I think we need all 4 of them. Without content, what are you going to talk about? And without having communication skills, well, then you can't express yourself. And if you can't express yourself to attract your audience, then you're making no connection, then it wouldn't matter what you're talking about. And then your confidence, and your confidence comes with communicating with people or the content you have. So I believe the 4 C's are important, but the most important C is the communication, that you have to learn how to communicate. I will give you my example. The communication, it goes back to 1978 when I was growing up in India. I graduated from the University of Delhi, and then I was going through an interview process to become a pharmaceutical salesman, and back in India they call it medical representative. And there were about 40 to 50 people in that interview process. And then the first interview was that they basically asked you questions. There were 3 guys. I think there was one of the guy was general manager of the company, and the 2 other guys, and I don't remember what their title was in the company, but anyhow, they were asking question about your education and all that, just basic question. Then after asking basic question and saw how I communicated, I must have communicated well enough, so they asked me to go through the second round of interview. In the second round of interview, there was only 15 or 17 guys left. It started with 30, 35 guys, and second round was only 15 to 17 guys. And they randomly gave a topic to each of us to speak about. And how would you know about that topic? Because you have not prepared about it. You don't know what to talk about it. So my topic, whatever it was then, I don't even remember now what it was, but I started talking about it. And I just made up whatever came in my mind, and I just kept on talking about it. Finally, they had to stop me. So I stopped. And then after, I left the room. They asked me to leave the room, so I left the room. Then other people talked. So after 45 minutes, they said that, well, they have selected me for the job. Out of those 35 people, actually, I was the one actually who got selected for the job as a pharmaceutical salesman or pharmaceutical medical representative. And I was very surprised that I didn't even remember that what I talked about. I just spoke and continuously talked. And then when they asked me to stop, then I stopped. Then after I was selected, I asked that general manager, I said, I don't even remember, jokingly. I said that I don't even remember what I talked about, but I am very surprised that I'm here. I'm only one actually who got accepted and selected for the job. And he answered me and he said that, whatever I talked about, but first of all, I was non-stop. Secondly, it was so impromptu that I was not even prepared for that topic, and I just talked about the topic. They were not seeing anything in the candidates that how much knowledge they have on the given topic. They were saying who could actually communicate about whatever the topic was. So I talked about it non-stop, and I said that that's where they saw my confidence. And since the job was to meet doctors and pharmacists and medical companies, so you have to communicate. He said the content they could teach the kids or the candidates, but communication skills they had to have. So that answers my questions. That has definitely answered my question. That communication actually is more important. So I always think that to be successful in anything, you have to have communication skills. And definitely without confidence, you're not going to have communication skills, because if the confidence is lacking, then you go blank. When your turn comes to speak, you can't speak anything. So among these 4 C's I talked about: content, connection, confidence, and communication. I think they're all 4 of them important, but I think the communication skills are very, very important, because how are you going to sell yourself if you don't have communication skills? Very simple video. Very simple video. So you decide what works for you. You start from there. You can absolutely disagree with me, but this is my opinion, that communication skills, and then you must have something to talk about, that is content, and then you got to have confidence in yourself. And if you have confidence in yourself, you will connect with your audience. Make sure you connect with your audience, otherwise whatever you talk about is basically not going to matter at all. Thank you very much for watching the video. And like I said earlier, that you decide which C is more important, whatever works for you. Always share my videos with your friends. Share the message with your friends and see if you see anything good in it. Apply it in your life, and then be successful. Save 60 to 80% of your income. I'm telling you, save and invest. Save and invest. There are several ways you can invest your money. You can invest your money in real estate. You can invest your money in stock, bonds, mutual funds, or whatever. Or the metals like silver, gold, people invest money. Or lately people are investing money in cryptocurrency. So if you feel comfortable, I don't feel comfortable with cryptocurrency, but I'm an old school guy. So don't go by what I do. This is just an educational video. So just take it as an education and apply in your life. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.